know her?
I do not. Thank you for the drink, but I'm on duty.
I figured. It's a soda. Got a light?
I don't smoke. You seem very familiar.
You don't need a line, John. I'm obviously interested in you.
Who's the officer in charge?
Special Agent Porter. My office reached out to you. An unknown number of heavily armed militiamen have taken over the mine.
Assault mine? For what?
They call themselves the Identity Brotherhood. They plan to use the salt mine as their base during the Second American Revolution, which is, they claim, imminent.
They've killed 12 people and wounded 3 of my men.
Why not go in hard and take them down?
I'd like to, but they have at least 6 hostages, workers, trapped down there with them.
We hoped you might be able to take a more subtle approach than the responses we have available.
Got it.
Took you long enough to get here.
What's in the box?
I brought you some, Grandma.
What kind of sick...
Relax. I got a little ahead of myself. You can hardly blame me trying to keep up with the likes of you. She's still alive. Don't move. You really want to hear all this first. I call this my hostage box. At the end of the countdown, already in progress, the box will activate and instantly kill the old woman. Unless you use your super speed to get her out. Most probably, but you can't take that chance. Or pass up the challenge. Are you fast enough? Careful. It's bolted through your wrist.
What?
It's a bomb with a 3-mile blast radius. If you try to remove the bomb, it explodes. If you do nothing in 60 seconds, it explodes. Before you heroically leave the train to protect the passengers, there's one last thing. Once you start running, if you decelerate,
It explodes.
you've got 12 seconds to decide what to do. I don't much care which way you go.
It's laced with a chemical that has an odd effect on Martian biology. You couldn't taste it over the soda. It's a poison. Oh, it won't kill you.
Richardson? May I call you Henry?
Call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Nothing does.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, sir. Everything matters. Everybody matters.
Don't come any closer! I'll do it!
I'm staying right here. They've still got Carol.
Carol,
From bookkeeping. They took her hostage first.
I'll get her out. Go. Don't hurt her. It'll do you no good.
I don't understand. Why didn't I disarm him? Why didn't I?
Yes, her name was Carol too. She's beautiful, of course, and she has dark hair like mine, and the stench of your failure hanging over her.
I didn't mean...
You didn't mean to get all those people killed? You didn't mean to betray me, drive me into becoming this? What didn't you mean, Hal?
I don't know. I'm...
Afraid? Afraid that you don't deserve to have so much power? That nobody does?
Yes. I don't deserve this.
Then I hope you have the decency to do what's right, and suffer for your many sins.
I spent my life fighting for the little guy, fighting for truth and justice. It isn't relevant anymore.
That's what some people say. But I've fought for the same things, even when they don't seem fashionable. It's a never-ending battle, but we can't quit.
I'm not the man you think I am. I'm too weak to fight anymore.
You're stronger than you know, Mr. Ackerson.
Bruce, Superman's been shot.
Surgeons brought to the scene have been unable to operate. Superman's invulnerable flesh has thus far resisted all attempts to cut.
Flash, listen carefully. I need you to go to Star Labs Kyoto and have them forge a piece of kryptonite into a scalpel. Bring it to me.
Can't help you. I got a bomb bolted to my wrist. If I stop...
It'll explode.
Yeah. I'm starting to get tired. One way or another, I'll have to try something soon.
Keep running. I'll call back when I can.
How did you know what was happening to Flash?
John, I need your help. John? John! Alfred, get the Batwing ready. The Justice League is under attack.
By whom?
By me! Batman to Justice League. The Justice League is in extreme danger.
You don't say. Listen, I can't keep running. I think I can vibrate.
No, it won't work. You have to trust me.
You got a better idea?
Slightly. How far away are you from an iceberg?
I'm never far from anything. You think that'll slow it down enough?
Just. Would you make one misstep?
Got it. At least if it doesn't work, nobody dies but me.
However it looks, this wasn't your fault.
Whose fault was it then? I was the one with the most powerful weapon in the universe. I was the one whose arrogance led to this girl's death.
I know more than a little about arrogance. I also know about dead bodies, and that isn't one. She's a sophisticated android. They all were. The entire scenario was created to convince you that you made a bad call. But you didn't.
I was afraid that...
No, you weren't afraid. Not really. You were dosed with a synthesized version of the Scarecrow's fear gas. Because will is the source of your strength.
And fear is the enemy of will.
I've got the antidote to the fear gas.
Don't need it.
Robots, advanced drugs, psychological profiling. No way Star Sapphire came up with this on her own.
I did this to you. To all of you.
Why don't you ask him?
The attacks were strategically brilliant.
More than that, they were specifically targeted at our physical and psychological weaknesses.
Obviously by someone who knows us very well.
The plans were mine.
Yours?
Say what now?
I've carefully studied every Justice Leaguer, past and present, and created contingency plans to neutralize you, should that ever become necessary.
You've got to be kidding me.
With that? Neutralize, not kill. Whoever implemented my plans altered them.
It's still a completely unacceptable breach of our trust.
The members of the Justice League are among the most powerful and potentially dangerous people on the planet.
You think one of us would go over to the other side?
Or succumb to mind control. Yes, it's possible. That's why I developed plans for containing any or all members of the JLA, should the need ever arise.
None of us would ever do that to you.
Then you're damn fools.
I'm not sure I have a problem with Batman's contingency plans, but letting somebody steal them was pretty
We have to
dumb.
decide whether Batman should be allowed to remain in the League. All those in favor of...
Wait. Before we vote, I think the accused should be allowed a few words in his defense.
Seconded.
Okay. Batman?
My actions don't require any defense. In the same situation, I do it again.
Oh, come on!
As individuals, and even more so as a group, the Justice League is far too dangerous to lack a failsafe against any possible misuse of our power.
We use our power to protect the world. We always have.
And what if we ever used it for some other purpose? If you people can't see the potential danger of an out-of-control Justice League, I don't need to wait for a vote. I don't belong here. What do you want?
You made contingency plans to stop everybody in the League just in case any one of us ever went bad. With all that talk about unchecked power, you're still so arrogant you didn't bother to come up with a plan to stop yourself.
I do have a plan. It's called the Justice League.
I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.